is it the other counties?
Yeah, that's Ford County.
Are we on?
Should be.
Okay. Now, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, we'll call the workshop session to order. This is not an official session of the Linn County Planning Committee, so there'll be nothing to vote on today. We usually don't take public comment during work sessions. We think we can be pretty flexible today. I think we're pretty much getting pretty close to finalizing technology regulations. You all got a copy of the latest May version. Let's save that for last. Let's do the minutes. We have minutes.
That would be in a regular session, Dave.
We do? Yeah.
It's in a regular session.
Hal just pointed out that we've got to be in a regular session to approve the minutes. So we've got the minutes. Maybe at 7 o'clock we can go into regular session to approve these. I wouldn't want to do it before the announced meeting. Okay. Let's start with the year-round camping. Jenny's got a resolution that she's prepared for us. Why don't you explain that to us?
I just think we have so many year-round campers. I don't think there's any way to ever police this and get on top of it if we don't start with the sanitation first. So this is something that's enforceable and something that I can police. So I think
Okay. You want to walk through it? You don't have to read it by word. Just kind of tell us what the ideas are.
Okay, so basically we would say that it's allowed. Secondly, we would make sure that each camper has wastewater, has a holding tank, or has lateral lines. I had a meeting with all of the lake boards. They all came in and we had a really good meeting.
Good.
The sticker idea they really liked and thought that they could keep that cheap enough, and that would be something that would work for them as well. And then again, we can enforce that if they have that sticker. It's going to be easier to police where I don't have to get out and knock on doors or go run around in the woods to try to find where things are. So I just think that's going to be a lot better than what we have right now.
We don't have anything now, do you?
Well, it says that there is no year-round camping, but we already know that lakes are.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Take a minute to read through those.
And Hal, Donnie, and Jacqueline met with me yesterday and went over this.
Okay.
So this will let the HOA do the stickers.
Right, I went.
So anyway, and then if there's a violation, they will call her and then go from there. I like it.
So it doesn't, so the sticker idea is just suggested to the HOAs, or that's not in here?
No, it is in there, and it's going to be mandatory.
It's section 4.
Oh, I didn't turn the page
On
over. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. What questions do we have? Any questions on this?
I've had a chance to look it over and I don't have any questions.
I don't think I have any.
Certainly looks good to me.
Connie?
I have no questions. Except I think it's this fast we need to amend section in our book to read around town.
Yeah.
We've got to get, and Jacqueline and I had a conversation about that yesterday. There are several sections that haven't been added online or in our books. So yeah, we're going to be working on that probably next week.
Okay. You think I need to read this for the?
Yeah, it needs to be in regular session. No, I don't think you need to read it.
Tonight?
I think you have to be in regular session
Yeah.
for us to vote.
Well, I don't think we're going to do that in regular session. I think all we really need here is a consensus amongst the people who are here. We're doing enough form.
No.
So just the consensus to allow Jenny take it to the commission. Is everybody okay with that?
I'm
Yep.
with it.
Yes.
Yep.
So nice job, Jenny. Looks good.
Thank you.
So go ahead and present that to commissioners and let us know how it goes. You know the number yet? Resolution number?
I have to get it from Chastity. She'll send it to me. I can email that to you when I get it.
Okay, where are you curved? So the regulation, before we get into the data center deal, the regulation that we've talked about numerous times about plats, not allowing the planning director to approve the
Yes.
mini plats.
Yes.
You know where that is?
It's a minor plat section. It's in I think it's in the subdivision regulations.
It is. What are you looking?
16 something.
So what I'm doing, I'm trying to get all the regulations that we want to make changes on, or we think we need to make changes on,
Okay.
together. So when we're ready on our technology regulations, we can have the hearing on those other changes at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So we can get it all, because otherwise you're going to have separate hearings for each regulation that you amend or change. And that's one of them that I think this board was under the agreement that we need to look at and recommend a change.
It's
On the
section 6.5 in the subdivisions administrative plat approval.
Section what, Hal?
6.5 in the subdivision, which would be the very beginning.
So it's page 6.
It's page 6-11. I've got notes. Some notes. Find it?
No. One stops at 6.6.
Uh-oh. You stop at 6.6?
About manufactured home?
There's the subdivision. You find it, Donnie?
The 6-11 removal and relocation of manufactured home?
It should be a subdivision. in the subdivision regulations, which would have been, I've got mine in the front of the book, but I don't know if that's where you got yours.
Mine's
6-11, do you have? that?
Okay,
Okay.
yours is in the back and his is probably in the back too.
I'm
So,
with it now.
Okay.
Get it?
Yep.
What part should we recommend there? Zoning.
I've got, I said section 6-505 should be removed and 6-505, all of 6.5 should be removed. So basically,
Basically, say that again.
I said basically the whole section of administrative plat approvals, the whole thing should be removed.
You're wanting the board to have to vote on
Yes.
every one of them?
Yes, instead of you, they've just coming in here and you approving it without us even knowing about it. We run into that issue.
I think the idea was to simplify it. When they put these rules together several years ago. And I think we've run into situations where, one particular situation where nobody knew about it until after it was done.
That was basically a minor plat,
Before you're,
which was approved and nobody knew about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't know what you're gonna,
I don't know what,
so you're gonna want it to go through like a major plat? You're gonna want it published in the paper, the 1,000-foot, everybody notified?
it can be a minor plat, but the administrator can't do it without the approval of the board. Right.
That's what I'm saying, so
But
go
see
through all
that-
the steps.
Right,
the
that
major-
it could go through the same steps, but right now, it don't have to go through us, it's just you.
so does a minor plat?
That's what I just had you sign.
So does that takes no hearing, no notification in the paper, nothing? So you could, what if you were approving minor plats now without coming in front of the committee, without notification? Why don't we just add the coming in front of the committee?
Right, I think so, but I think this whole thing needs to be reworded. That it's not the duty of the administrator, it's the duty of the planning and zoning committee.
You got some concerns with that? Look like you do.
It's just my face.
Do you understand what we're trying to do?
Yeah, but I that's what I'm asking is like, I don't know what you're trying to achieve through this. Like, what do you think's happening that this is going to fix?
We had a situation in the past that
Yeah.
happened that a lot of people felt like it shouldn't have
That was a minor plat that
Yes,
happened, that nobody knew about until after it was done.
I have no problem with it. I just need to know, I mean, like, are we gonna make it like that and do the whole,
So I don't know that we have to make it like a major plat, but I think we at least need to add the step that
That it
it
comes
needs to
before
come
the
to the
board?
committee.
see, right now, Jenny, if you read that, it says sections 2 of this article, following plats and replats may be approved administratively upon the approval of the zoning administrator without subdivision to or approval by the planning commission or
Right.
county board.
Right.
So I mean,
but I'm still having the chair sign off on, even if it is just like the one that we just signed. You still sign, I can explain everything to you, and then I have to go with the board, the county commissioners. I have to get a signature there too.
see, that wasn't done before. See, this.
It didn't have to be that way before.
This basically, you don't have to tell the commissioners, you don't have to tell
So
everyone.
it was like a lot split. basically, because you don't know when I do lot splits.
Right. But it was acreage.
Right, okay. It doesn't make a difference to me, I just need to be clear on that. When you see that and you're signing off on it,
Yeah,
if you had a concern, but you're saying in this situation, you weren't even afforded that.
That's right.
I wasn't here at that time, but
Well, I don't think I was here either.
no, you were
No,
not.
you were not.
You were definitely
Okay.
not. here.
That's fine. Okay, okay. I was trying to
No,
put
no,
together
no.
what we were talking
Yeah,
about.
you
yeah.
were not here.
Okay,
There was a couple before you,
okay,
so it's been a while.
okay.
And it's been needed to be changed for quite a while.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. But we need to be clear on what the steps are gonna be.
Right.
So let me jump in here. When I was with Lacey and with planning and zoning, we did a minor plat. It went in front of the commission, just as FYI. Are you okay if he signs it?
Without sending the 900 letters.
Yes, yes.
Publishing in the
It
paper.
wasn't published. It was kind of the same steps. It was just a FYI type of the agenda. And they approved or didn't want him to sign, whatever. Had they decided that they would not approve him signing it, then it did need to go back and
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad idea. I like having more people than just,
Yeah,
So-
more eyes on it. That's the whole idea.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
put
I
more
like,
eyes on it than just the director.
but not all the paperwork that,
And
that goes.
be
with
open
Right.
about it, you know, so
Yeah.
everybody knows what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's part of the agenda and the agenda's published to the public,
it. Right.
that should cover it. And you get away from the public hearing and all the letters and
I like that. I'm all for that. I just
Okay.
did 98 today, so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did 98,
letters.
they're not fun
No, they're not.
because they all still have to be certified.
Yes.
so I'm not with you on dropping this whole thing. Is that?
Well, of course, this has been on.
I know.
You're making me go way back in my
I
mind,
know.
but
just
I've got notes,
Well, can we just take out that the planning and zoning director is, that it has to go before the board?
Yeah.
And the
that's-
plan-
that's
I
what
think
was
so.
thinking.
I think
Yeah,
it,
the plan
right,
is
I think it
better.
needs to, that needs to be redone. But there was some, when I was thumbing back and forth, and going from section back to section, and it refers back to section, and you go back and forth there several times. You know, there was also, I got referred to section 4-101, page 4-1, and I don't know what that was. These are just notes that I put in there when I was flipping back and forth trying to figure out these minor plats. And like I said, that's been a long time ago.
So why can't we just change paragraph 501? Reword that to where it needs to go in front of the planning commission.
I don't know.
That's something we want to,
So rewrite that paragraph 501.
yeah, and take
out
out,
505.
I'm not sure about 505. Yeah,
So what I referred to back to 4-1 was such design standards shall govern the approval of subdivision plats by the planning commission and by the county board. So yes, I think administrative minor plat rules and regulations, it said the planning and zoning board shall establish such administrative rules and regulations as necessary to govern the procedure. That's section 6-502. Does that make sense?
so that's what, 502.
Administrative minor plat
Okay.
rules and regulations.
And that's okay. So 501 is correct. I was on that one.
No, it's 501, it says that administratively upon the approval of the zoning administrator without submission to or approved by the planning commission or county board. So that needs to be taken out.
So you almost can just say with submission. Couldn't you?
Well, that's what we're seeking is
Yeah.
permission, so I don't see how.
And approved by the planning commission, yeah, with the submission instead of without,
So-
with submission to and approval by the planning commission and county board. That makes sense?
Yeah, so all we're taking out is without.
Without and adding and then instead of or.
Okay, do that again now.
Okay, so it would be may be approved administratively upon the approval of the zoning administrator with submission and approval by the planning commission and board, provided that all the following criteria are met.
There you go.
Okay, then you have to jump down to 6-502. Still establish such administrative rules and regulations as necessary to govern the procedures, submission requirements and contents of my plat. Such administrative rules and procedures may be amended from time to time, and a copy of the current.
Maybe we just need to add a line at the end that all permits have to be approved by the commission.
But that, do you mean what's two?
No, we're just doing the minor plats. I don't think we want to get into lot.
Okay, 6-505, action by the zoning administrator.
So you just want it planning and zoning board shall administratively approve.
Yeah, I think so.
6-505.
Yeah. The zoning board shall administratively approve with conditions or disapprove the minor plat within 30 days after completed application has been submitted, including the necessary documents and fee. The zoning administrator finds that the applicant for the proposed plat does not meet the requirements.
That should be fine.
The zoning administrator shall advise the applicant in writing, yeah.
Got it?
I got it.
I think so. I think so.
And that ought to do it, right?
I believe.
Okay.
I don't have any other notes.
Would you please, just that one page, red, you don't do it tonight, just before our next meeting, red line what we've changed
Yeah.
and what we've added. So
We need to make a list of each one of these, because I know we bypassed a bunch of them in our
Well,
zoning regulations that we need to
Yeah.
address. And I mean, some of them are due to what we're writing now. so I don't know. That's what I'm afraid, a lot of this stuff's gonna get dropped.
So what do you want to do? You want to put our heads together and come up with a list?
I think from this point on, whenever we think of something, it needs to be on a particular list. And then when it comes time, when we have the hearings and stuff, then all
Sure.
of this is brought up at the same time. that
Well, it's
we're
got to
gonna
be,
do this,
not only just brought up, it's got to be published.
Right,
It's got to be
Right.
pretty organized.
right.
So, yeah, so let's keep that list. I'll try to do the same
Okay,
and check on it.
okay.
Okay. And then I'll go through them and maybe you ought to do the same. Come up with any other.
I'm gonna put sticky notes, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta go back through and,
Yeah, I got the same thing. So need to be pretty precise on what we're changing and what we're not, or what we're changing. Okay. Is there anything else now that we need to look at?
I can't think of anything right off the top of my head. I mean, there were some things, but I don't. So what are you gonna do? Okay, let's go back to the year-round camping for just a second. So what are we gonna do with the regulations on it?
Yeah, nice point.
So section 8, 604 in our regular page 8-3.
So we need to change that to say something about the holding tanks.
I think
Sanitation
whatever you've
expectations.
got in the resolution needs to be added.
I will just write that down and I will work on that and have that. I'll get it to you, David, and then,
Okay,
Yeah, I think 8-604 needs to be completely redid to match your resolution.
okay. I can work on that next week.
great. Okay. That was the point you made earlier.
Yes.
And I had a sticker,
Anything else that we need to look at in the general regulations?
I did talk to Jenny about the solar, make sure in the solar, did you talk to Chris this week? Or have you talked to him since Donnie and I was here?
No,
Okay. In our solar regulations, they never were updated. So there was a resolution, and I gave it to Jacqueline. So Article 14 needs to be updated, just like the wind was.
Okay.
and we're gonna work on that next week as well. This week, it's,
You got, so Jenny's got that ball. Okay, so maybe next time we get together, get our heads together and let's down all the changes so that vote on those
just go down the line.
Get them all.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
Jenny, I ain't so sure. I don't have a copy of an updated on that, but it was a draft of the solar. I just seen it here.
But it's stamped as, it stamped draft.
Yeah, it's got stamped draft on it. I don't know where I come up with this.
Isn't it?
Because I got,
The new solar resolution that was passed.
I think so.
So doesn't the resolution cover that?
The resolution is here. It was the resolution 2024-2024 was dated the 19th day of August when they signed that in. That was a prohibition on solar, on commercial solar. So I think possibly there was a draft made for the regulations and it just never was put in there.
I don't remember that.
Hmm.
I don't remember seeing that. I remember the resolution, but I don't remember seeing that.
I think there's something.
She'll have to have that updated, right?
Right. Right. What I'm seeing right here doesn't make sense. So anyway, I'll go through it later.
Okay.
Another issue was, the livestock, the feedlots needed to be removed out of all of our books and off of the
Website.
website.
That's done.
What?
Is that resolution been voted on?
No, I don't think that had to be a resolution, did it, Jenny?
No.
To remove the feedlot regulations?
I don't think so, because we didn't do one.
I think we talked about that.
Right.
I don't think it had to be.
I don't think so. I'll check on it. Just
What
to be
about you,
sure.
Steve? Do you remember?
We decided that it was under the state anyhow.
Right.
Right,
They just had to be in compliance with the state.
right.
And I thought that's what we say.
Hmm.
I thought that's what our regulations say. They
No,
don't say that?
no, it never was updated. Our regulations still have we still got the feedlot regulations in our books and on the website.
See, that's what I was saying. It needs to disappear.
Right.
It needs to go away.
I mean, they need to be taken out of our books and they need to be taken off the website.
I thought we was going to take that clear out.
That's,
Yeah.
that's,
It hasn't been
yeah, that's
done.
what I'm saying.
So my question, so if we're removing that from the regulations, don't we have to have a hearing on that? Doesn't that have to be part of the hearing?
Yes,
Probably. Huh?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Put that in there with the rest of it then. Because like I said, we did kind of come to a consensus that that was controlled by the state.
Right.
I mean, we really didn't have much input in that anyway.
Didn't need to have any.
No, no. Uh,
Actually, David, the easy way to remember, anytime you make a change to this book, according to an attorney, you have to have a public hearing.
Right, right.
So, and that means removing stuff too, so it's just
Right.
any
right, okay.
That's what we want to be sure to cover. Everything we've talked about. We have that. hearing.
Exactly, exactly. That's why I said we need to keep adding to our list every time we come up with something, we need to make sure that if we want to change some wording or something else, and you know, it does state in here that, you know, this needs to be updated as things go along. So does our comprehensive plan,
Right.
which we don't refer back to very much, but with different things. Something that we did else look into was we changed the height of the lighting. Do you guys remember that?
When we talked about,
And I don't know in industrial district if there's anything in there about height for lights. Oh, in the chart, page 12-3, in the table, I've got down that we should add a section 34 in that to include what we are working on as far as the data centers and stuff like that. Because there's nothing, there's nothing in there about that in the industrial. So also, number 26, the solar to energy conversion systems, it's got conditional use pit for I-1 and I-2, but if there's no longer industrial solar, does that need to be in there?
no,
So line item 26 needs to go away because unless we're going to ask for a conditional use pit use for domestic.
Well, but then we want to talk about the special.
Special use permits. I don't know. Finney County, instead of a conditional use permit, they've got what they call a special use permit. And that's something that's not in our book, that something comes up, a special use permit, and that's what they did for their data centers out there.
It gives
They
you a little
developed
more.
a special use permit. So I don't know if we need to adopt something like that or not. Did you read that?
I didn't.
So, but like I said, right now, I think we just need to add in section 34 or put it in line item 26,
yeah,
either one.
why don't we, just red line 26,
Right.
solar, and add in there.
Whatever we are technical,
Technical.
what do we got as far as what we've got for our technical heading?
Energy, digital infrastructure.
Yes. Okay. In the data center regulations, we changed the fence to,
Right. Oh, okay.
okay,
No,
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go back to that. You lost me. I thought you were jumping to the data center regulations. You're still on the current regulations.
I'm still on the
Okay.
current regulation.
What page are you on?
1616.
Okay,
What page?
16-16. All right,
Okay. Line item H.
yeah,
I've got notes in there, where you read that, where it says no more than 10 feet maximum height, however, no barbed wire or electrification shall be attached. And I wrote, unless the applicant has demonstrated a need for additional safety and security measures to protect the site. Which I think on the SCADA centers, we allowed that because they were talking about putting barbed wire on the top of the fence.
Right.
And then line item A,
So wait a minute, let's get this.
okay,
So what, so on H,
Added
Yeah.
security and what'd you say?
and at the end of it, electrify, however, no barbed wire or electrification shall be attached. And then I've got wrote in there, unless the applicant has demonstrated a need for additional safety and security measures to protect the site.
let's see, applicant has demonstrated.
A need. For additional safety.
It's gonna take me forever. Unless the applicant has need for additional safety.
And security measures to protect the site.
It's under H. Okay, what else?
Well, I don't know, it's down on I don't know if we need I. Because it already kind of states that in H because,
Yeah.
but I think, see that a fence erected in a commercial or mixed use, I think if we add I into that, or I1 and I2, to where that's in parentheses, where it says a fence may be erected in a commercial, mixed use, industrial 1 or industrial 2 district, not more than 10 feet maximum height. And then a fence may be erected in an industrial district, not more than 10 feet maximum.
Yeah, why?
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because they separated the industrial and the mixed use and the commercial, but I don't know why we just can't put the industrial back into H
Sure.
and delete I out of there.
So you're wanting to add industrial 1 and 2 into H in the parentheses.
In the parentheses, yes. And then we could do away with I because the same clarification would be.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep.
Makes sense, Jenny?
Yep.
Bonnie?
Nixon.
Sounds fine.
Huh?
That sounds fine to me. They're getting, it's about like splitting hairs here.
Yeah, that is kind of like split hairs, but that's all right. I'm with you, Al. We need a hair splitter. You're our guy.
Well. Like I said. talked about the shipping containers too. So we need to look at the shipping containers and see if there's anything in there that's 16-23.
Three.
16.
Shipping containers.
See if you go down to line item 4, the number of containers allowed on at any time shall be limited to 3 unless limited to fewer and allowed more than, see, I mean, because that goes under the battery energy storage. You know, there's gonna be more than 3 containers.
Yep.
So in our battery, don't we
I think there is
really
something
address
in there.
that?
I think we addressed that, but it doesn't match.
Well, what I'm getting, where I'm going with this is maybe we need the battery to say we need to exempt this regulation, because I don't think you want this going away.
No, I don't think you want that to go away either, because that's more for a domestic thing.
Right.
Maybe you change that to shipping containers for domestic,
Well,
because
maybe this is where we need to adopt a special use.
for battery energy storage.
No, it's for,
Well, it also says in there that it's agricultural purposes only.
Right.
Yeah, so does that eliminate
But
the,
see, people are using them to live in. People died in them here in the county. You can't police everything. I don't know, I just think we need. See what you think about it.
okay. I think you can put some kind of amendment in there referring to the technology or vice versa.
Into sections 16.
Yeah. Except, put some type of exception in there. I have to go back and look at the technology regulation, say there.
Now, I do know they use them shipping containers a lot on construction sites. You know, they put air conditioners in them, they put them on the site, they get the project done, and they pull them out. You know, and it addresses that for 1 year, you know.
Okay. Let's just, I've got that down to review. Okay.
There's where.
Yeah.
That's what screws.
Yeah, because if you look on 16-24, it says this includes, but is not limited to storage containers that are modified with plumbing and or electrical services.
We just, so your point is, we just need to have, you know, coincides with.
They mirror one another. Yeah.
technology.
We don't want to say, well, you know, we're going through your regulations. Well,
Okay,
you know, the best are using containers and yours don't match.
What else you got?
I don't think anything else that I can come up
Okay.
with.
I know you got something on this, so let's talk about the energy and digital infrastructure regulations. You've got, Jenny's printed out draft for us dated May 12th. That's the last time we met on them. We've made all the changes that we recommended
Where does
in
that,
there.
where does that start, Dave? Where did we end? I think I've got it somewhere. 25,508.
See exactly.
Got it somewhere. Decommissioning. Maybe not.
Where'd you think we ended?
Well, I don't know for sure.
I thought we,
I don't know.
I
Your
thought we got-
red line.
yeah, I think we got through all of it.
No, there was the last, we got stomped there at the last. Oh, April 14th meeting stop. Okay, we're at the decommissioning.
Okay. That's in the ones.
That's page 16.
Knew I had noted somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so turn to page 16. Before we start with that, no, that's April. This is May.
No, we got through it. You just had a couple questions.
We got.
Well, there was something that there at the last that you were gonna
So-
look about rewriting.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh,
There's the meeting with Jack on pilot fund opinion. You want to tell about the pilot fund?
okay, the pilot is not an option. The way I understand it.
Okay, so do we have it mentioned in here?
I don't know in
I
your
don't think
new,
we did.
in your,
We talked about it, but I don't think we put it in there.
well, is this a new one? I think this is a new one you just gave me, ain't
Here
it,
it is.
Jenny?
Here it is, never mind. 25-806.
Yeah, yeah, so we need to remove the pilot out of there. That's not an option.
Okay, so just that second paragraph.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And at the top.
Right. Okay,
Gonna remove the pilot.
moving the pilot in the title of 25-806, and then removing the paragraph, second paragraph that starts out with the applicant shall agree. And then so that was the only question I had. I am gonna do some more research on the bonds.
Okay.
Um,
As far as decommissioning,
Yeah. And you said you had, the other day when we were talking, you said you had something else that you wanted to change.
oh, yeah,
What was it?
I think you might have changed it.
No, no, I didn't change it. So this only reflects the May meeting.
Hmm?
This only reflects the May meeting, nothing after.
No, I think the numbers, I think you just had the numbers
Oh, the
wrong.
numbers are wrong, okay,
Yeah, I think the
Okay.
numbers were wrong.
okay. Okay,
That was the only thing that I found
okay, so I'm gonna do some more research on the bonds.
for decommission.
For decommissioning. Besides that, we're pretty much through this technology draft.
Right.
Jenny, you want to talk about your idea with a consultant?
I just thought it would be a really good idea to hire someone to go over everything after we have done. Just to kind of double check, somebody that specializes in this kind of technology and these kind of centers coming in.
Okay.
You know, Ford County they mentioned a few people that they've had in on theirs, and they're kind of like us. I mean, they're smaller. So I just thought it would be a good thing.
Do we have an idea on price?
I don't, but I can do that. I
Yeah,
can get.
let's check and see what it costs.
Okay,
You know, I think the more eyes we can get on this, the better.
that's how I feel. Yeah.
But I don't want to start over.
Oh, no.
I think once we come to consensus, what we think our final is, sending that away to whoever.
Yep.
I think Jacqueline's got some ideas on that too.
We did have a meeting with 3 attorneys that had advised us
Okay.
on that also. So, yeah.
So sending that away and then coming back to the committee with deletions, additions, changes, whatever that we consider. I think that's great. I just don't want to start all
No,
over.
I think we have great bones. I just want somebody to look over it and just,
I like that. Yeah, more eyes we can get on to that.
Yep.
Right.
Is everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, and that, you know, we talk about price, it's really up to the commissioners
right.
if they're willing to pay for that kind of service.
Well, I'll get some figures together and visit them about that. And get together on that next time.
I think that we're pretty much done. So we're not.
Yeah, I think so too. They're gonna come back with some ideas. Then we-
Right, but
then we know
and
it's-
we've got enough of a draft here
Yes,
that somebody could go ahead and
Right.
read it, look at it,
you know,
and
I'm
analyze it, and send it back to us with the suggestions
gonna make the change.
before we go any further.
Right.
And
I'm
so
gonna
we
make the
have an
change-
opportunity to change some more if we want to.
I'm gonna make the change on 25806 and get that to you on the pilot fund, scratch that.
Oh, yes.
Then I think you're right. I think we're there.
Been a long time coming.
You learned a lot more about Word and redlining and all that than I thought I'd ever do. Okay. So,
7.
anything else we need to talk about in our workshop?
She had this tiny home thing here. Are you gonna put the tiny homes in with the year-round camp?
That's what I want to talk
That
about.
there's, okay, why don't you address that? But it's 7:00. We need to go and approve our minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we'll call the meeting to order, the regular meeting at 7:00. And the only thing that we need to do is approve minutes, which Jenny has passed out for May 12th and April 14th. We need to review those and have a discussion on them and approve or deny. Connie, what do you got?
It's been a rough one.
It's only Tuesday.
I know. That's not a good sign. It's the 11th, the next meeting.
I don't. No.
Okay,
Should be.
so is there a motion to approve the May 12th and the April 14th minutes?
I moved to.
Someone second?
I second it.
We can't do this. We don't have a forum.
Yes, we do. Steve's here.
Oh, Steve's here. Yeah. Okay, any discussion? Sorry, Steve. All in favor?
Aye.
Against, same sign? Okay, approved.
Okay.
Okay. I make a move to adjourn the regular meeting. Second,
I second.
discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Okay, let's go back to the tiny home thing, Jenny.
Okay. So I think I've spelled it out pretty well in that first page, what I'm trying to get away from, hence the sanitation thing. Mostly running into this at the lakes, they're just having these tiny homes, slapping them down. I've got a few that don't even have, or didn't have building permits. I just think that we probably ought to have require some type of foundation for them, and again, with the septic.
Okay.
So I don't know if we want to lump them in with the campers. I don't know, but that's what I have.
Is there have you seen anything in our regulations about tiny homes?
Yeah.
I think it was brought up years ago that there was a developer up around Lacine that was wanting to get some ground split to build tiny homes up there. But I don't remember if there ever was any regulations wrote about it.
What makes a tiny home any different than a home? If they're gonna live in it, I don't really see any reason for any different regulation.
I think and I've done a lot of research on this, at Lacine on
Yes.
tiny homes. People are using, your Conex containers, which we've already talked about those, but they're using a shed. They're using all kinds of different stuff for a tiny home that doesn't have the electrical, it does not have the heating, the AC, anything like that. They're not up to fire code. People are dying.
I know.
So.
So you're saying they're not plumbed, they don't have electric, they're just taking a
They're
heater,
putting them in and slapping them
they're
down.
camping inside them more or less.
Right. They're living in them, but it's really more like camping. Because it's a cheap and easy way to do it.
So is that what they're doing with some of them tiny homes? Or are they just camping in them?
Yeah, a lot of them, and then they're, coming in and getting a shed permit for $75, and you go out there and look at it, and sure, it's a shed. It's not plumbed, it's not anything, and next thing you know, there's a family living in there. So I don't know, when I talked to Jacqueline about this, she thought that we needed something black and white that addressed tiny houses, so that if I do need to go to codes court on this, we do have something in black and white that spells it out, that these are tiny homes and this is what the definition is, this is what is allowed. But if you don't feel like we need,
I'm kind of like, what? What's the difference? What defines a home? The definition in there,
It
dwelling?
Well,
Defines a dwelling.
that'd be in our residential stuff, I would
yeah,
say.
it beyond definition, but
So I don't know if it goes down to square footage.
well, and we don't have that, do we?
Residential's is,
I know that
6-2.
they removed their square footage requirement.
State,
State did?
The state did.
yeah.
as a home, has to be so many square feet.
No, so
They
you're saying
removed it.
removed it.
They removed it. Okay.
That was handy.
Used to be like 350 or 400 square feet, but it is non-existent now.
So square feet wouldn't be very big, would it?
We could lay down on that.
No.
And as we talked about last time, the tiny homes that, they had the show where they brought the tiny homes in on their hammer built on a trailer with the chassis and all that. But in doing the research, none of them have that sticker on them with all the requirements for
Insulation
building.
and, yeah.
They won't, there's only one company out there that will. then you have the issue of the box houses that come like Home Depot. You can buy a house in a box. Maybe it's certified, maybe it's not. You can have a 3D printed home now.
Right.
So there's all kinds, there's a lot to it.
Yeah. So if we don't need to, we don't need to. I'm fine either way. I just thought we needed to bring it up and talk.
Well, Jacqueline's concerned about it. I think we'll look into it.
What does the state say?
I don't think I have anything.
There's not a whole lot. I mean, they give you a definition.
Yeah, they're not any help on this.
And I don't remember what their definition is. Something like under 700 square feet or something is considered.
7 or 6.
It's 7 or 6. It's been a long time since I did it.
And yeah, I'd have to go back and look at it too. And it hasn't been that long. I just don't remember anything.
But there's not a whole lot there.
No.
I mean, I guess if you want to go buy a shed and you want to invest in the plumber and the electrician and have it insulated and a source of heat besides a space heater,
But there's a lot of houses like that,
right?
so
But
tiny homes or a old house, I mean,
they're a whole house, yes. But technically, your regulations say it has to be. You have to have not potable water, but it has to be approved water source
Right.
for a home. It has to be in the kitchen and the bathroom facility. What else is there that
Well, I don't. Does it say anything about the foundation?
I don't remember?
Because what I'm thinking is going to happen is they just keep moving these in and throwing them down on the ground, and then in 5 years they're going to rot out, and you're just going to have.
Yeah. And this was the concern, even with the tiny homes that come in on the trailers and stuff. There's no way to anchor them. There's no way to physically, in Kansas, anchor those to withstand the wind.
So when we issue a building for a home, do you have standards you have to follow? They have to.
They have to
But
meet the
for a
step.
shed,
So, I see. There's no building issues. What you're saying?
yeah. Well, there's a permit. You have a permit for a shed. Well, the next thing you know, you're driving by and there's a family living in it. No lawnmower.
Well, if they don't have running water going into it, they don't have to have a sewer hooked to it.
Unless they got a garden hose going to it.
Well, that's running water. I don't care how it gets in there.
Oh, okay.
I've got.
I see what you're saying.
He's got the tank out here, and he's got a porta potty out here.
He's got a porta potty.
I think the old regulation used to be if it had running water in it, it had to be hooked to a sewer system somehow.
Well, it doesn't have running water technically.
So then, I mean, I don't guess
Could it be included in this resolution on camping?
That's what I.
that's what Jenny's asking.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
If we just bring it
Basically,
to.
I don't know, same thing, right?
I don't really know how it can be where we don't have any rules what it has to be for them to live in. It does help.
And that's another thing. Do we
Does
need
the
to
health
put?
department have any rules about what what the dwelling has to be for them to be able to inhabit it? So I don't know how you're gonna,
Unless we
enforce it.
put that in our building permit that it has to be 600 square foot plus, or whatever you guys think is a good square footage.
well, it's surely gonna depend on the occupancy, isn't it? And if it's one person 9 or
Well, then you're
40.
back to police and things that I don't
Yeah.
want to police. Like, I'm not gonna go knock on their door at 9 o'clock to make sure how many bodies are in there,
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I don't know how to.
I don't either.
I don't
And
know.
maybe we just need to leave it alone and,
Well, here's my suggestion.
okay.
Let's go back to Jacqueline. There's a lot of discussion and confusion on it. We're inclined to leave it alone, but if you've got a suggestion how we write it into the regs or write it into this resolution, let us review it. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah, sounds fine to me.
Is that everything then?
I think that's everything. Thank you for being here. Next meeting is August 11th. Do we have any, will we have any hearings, do you know of? On August 11th?
We will.
On tiny home?
We're gonna have you occupy it for a week and just test it out.
Hey, I'm sure I have slept in worse.
What's an ADU?
AD?
Accessory dwelling unit.
Yeah.
So does that fall under that?
No, because that's like, if I came to your place and I
Oh,
built another
gotcha,
home
gotcha.
on your land.
I got you. Well, it could.
What? What qualifications does the shed permit have to?
That's the thing, they're coming in one piece, so they just tell me, you know, I've got a 12 by 24 coming in. I need a building
It-
permit.
A
So-
single,
I've got the deed, I've got the drawing, the, you know, the site plan where it's gonna go. And next time I'm out there, there's a whole family.
Well, and I think maybe the easiest fix is to add to that deal when you issue the permit that they cannot inhabit it.
yeah.
Well, and I think there is. I don't know, I'll have to look over. I'll talk with Jacqueline on Monday and I'll nail down exactly what we have to have in black and white, so we can figure out.
I got way too many papers.
Okay, are we?
I don't need-
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if people are willing to live in that, it's gonna be hard to do anything about.
Right. I remember people used to live in barns